This video has been a long time coming, and I just can't wait any longer to make it because I just saw this new report coming out by dakotanewsnow.com, all right? And this just happened. 605 Cannabis is going to sue the state over the inspection report, saying basically that the state was incompetent, filed by 605 Cannabis Cultivation and the makers of Badland Cannabis products. They allege misapplications of the rules and heavy-handedness by the state. This is crazy that they're filing a lawsuit against the state for this, and they are basically claiming that they didn't ever have anything dangerous in their cartridges. And I'm going to bring up some things that really upset me about this, and I think you guys are liars, and I think a lot of people will agree with me on that. So let's quickly break down some things here. 605 also claims that the state inspections report were inaccurate. Okay. They said that the claim inspections only happened during business hours and they were closed due to a blizzard with little staff on hand. Okay, big claims here. In a statement, Melissa Minnelly of 605 Cannabis maintains that they were treated unfairly, saying, "As a company, we have chosen to protect the patients in the business and the medical cannabis industry in our state by filing a suit to ensure that the precedent set will not destroy the patient's access law." Listen up, you dirtbag. You freaking dirtbag. You're a liar. All right? And this is how we know you're a liar. All right, let's just do a quick research on what we know about Delta 8. Okay, this is off the FDA.gov, okay, if you're interested. Delta 8 THC has a serious health risk. 1. Delta 8 THC products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA, and they can be unsafe and have a public health risk. 2. They have received a lot of adverse event reports involving Delta 8 products. Okay, a lot of people having bad health events from using Delta 8. Delta 8 has a psychoactive and intoxicating effect. Delta 8 produces products often involve use of potentially harmful chemicals to create the concentrations of Delta 8 THC claimed in the marketplace. This is where we need to dive in, people. The state of South Dakota or the United States or the world, if you're just interested in seeing how corrupt this state is. So congratulations, Christy. You have boasted to the whole country that the South Dakota state wants to have the most comprehensive medical marijuana program. Well, guess what? You have one of the worst, one of the most corrupt medical marijuana programs in the country. You set this up, Christy Noem, you piece of garbage. Okay? Let's see here. The natural amount of Delta 8 and THC in hemp is very low. It's very important that you notice this little word right here. The natural amount of Delta 8 THC in hemp is very low, and additional chemicals are needed to convert other cannabinoids in hemp like CBD into Delta 8 THC. So, some manufacturers use potentially unsafe household chemicals to make Delta 8 THC through the chemical synthesis process. Additional chemicals may be used to change the color of the final product. This could all be because of like color remediation. All right, the final Delta 8 THC product may have potentially harmful byproducts or contaminants due to the chemical used in the process, and there is the uncertainty with respect that other potential contaminants may be present and produced depending on the composition of the starting of the raw material. If consumed or inhaled, these chemicals, including some used to make synthesized Delta 8 THC products and by the byproducts created during the synthesis, can be harmful. Okay, this is what we know about Delta 8. It comes off of hemp flower. This is something that was created very similar to K2 or spice, not the exact same way, but they had so much hemp flower out there on the market because of the boom in hemp farming, and nobody wanted to buy it. So they thought, how can we make this a viable product? And they turned it into Delta 8 by making it psychoactive so it got people high. just like when they made a synthetic cannabinoid like K2 or spice. And this is dangerous. We know that even the very Marinol, the synthetic form of THC that they have approved, has adverse health effects. All right, there's a bunch of research all on this. So this is what's important. When I worked at a dispensary in this state, the very first time this product came out on the shelves, they said to us that it got overcooked. Well, it just got a little overcooked in our rotovap and it turned into Delta 8. That's what we were told to tell our customers. Well, that was a lie. A lie, a lie, a lie, a lie. And now all of these customers no longer trust the dispensaries. We've seen a drop in sales. Definitely seen a drop in that company. And here's the thing. That you, Melissa Minnelly, you're going to sue the state. You're in 605 Cannabis, you're going to sue the state because you think that they have destroyed the medical marijuana. You think that that's going to help protect the medical marijuana program? You know what's going to help protect the medical marijuana program in the state of South Dakota? 605 Cannabis shutting down and never once getting back into it. Anybody involved not getting back into it. Anybody involved in 605 Cannabis and Bad List Cannabis, you guys should be removed from the cannabis industry and you should be barred from ever getting back in. Like and share if you agree. Comment below to let me know what you guys think below. I think you guys are liars. I think you guys are trying to pull the wool over the state of South Dakota's eyes. And I definitely do agree, unfortunately, that the state of South Dakota dropped the ball on this because it did get leaked by the testing lab to every dispensary in the state that there was Delta 8 products in these carts. So they knew that the Delta 8 product was in this before they started selling them. And that's the other thing. If you wanted to protect this medical marijuana program, 605 Cannabis, when you found out that there was Delta 8 in the carts, you wouldn't have sold them. You'd have thought, you know what? We got burned because this is the truth of the matter, guys. How does Delta 8 get into their carts? I don't have to be an investigator to understand that they were buying product from out of state, most likely. I can't confirm where they were buying it, but most likely they were buying it from out of state, right? And then they were filling up their cartridges with it, and they did that for a little while, and it worked. And then they did it, and somebody burned them with a D8 distillate leader, and they filled up their products, and they sent it off to the testing lab, and it popped for D8. But instead of taking morality over money, you chose money over morality. And instead of treating this like a medicine and treating people like patients, you chose to be corrupt and you chose to sell those products and you thought nothing was going to happen. And it blew up in your face. And I'm glad it blew up in your face. I hope you guys get roasted. I hope you guys shut down. And quite honestly, maybe some people, some patients, need to start filing a class action lawsuit against 605 Cannabis. So shout out me if you guys are interested in getting on something like that. 605 Cannabis, if you had half of the integrity that you say you do, you would get on the coffee house, you would talk with me, you would get on the internet and start talking with somebody. But you haven't. And you're shut up. You're saying, oh, it's all an illegal thing, whatever. We all know the truth out here on the street. You can't lie to 8,500 patients. This state is small, and the medical marijuana patients, the program inside of the state is even smaller. It's a pretty tight-knit community. The word travels very fast. As you all know, everybody has been buzzing about this one for a long time, and I've just been playing the right time to release this video. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and please share this message.